Hi. Hello, guys. Press up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Oh my goodness. Hello. And breathe out and breathe in. And breathe out again. Now, same basic movement, but you see I'm kind of shifting my feet wide. Karen, if you need a modification, you can also be in a narrow squat, not narrow, but like a squat that is more feet forward. But we are going to take 10 more of these. Good. But find a way your legs feel comfortable. You're squeezing your arms down. It's almost like you have a pulley in your arms, a rope, and your heels are heavy. So we're getting the legs warmed up. And good. Take 3 more. Squeeze. 2. Now stay down where your comfortable challenge is and take 10 little pulses with your squats. Your glutes are warming up, your inner thighs, your hips. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now just hold, and when you hold, we're just going to open up the arms. So we're still waking up the shoulders, but we're keeping the legs in some strength pose. Now you're breathing in and out, and 2. And now hold this. Now try to lift up both heels and lower. Try to lift up both heels and lower. Now lift, try not to just let gravity take your heels down. You slowly lower it. I even have a little wiggle when I do that, like Elvis Presley leg. So lift and slowly lower, lift, slowly lower, and 3, 2, now keep the heels up on this one. Now try to go up and down. I have to adjust a little. If you need to, go ahead. Try to go up and down with that heel lift. If the heel lift doesn't serve you, keep the heels down. Nice. Inhale, squeeze the arms down. 4, 3, good. Find a comfortable challenge. 3, 2, 1. We did good. Bring those legs in together. Now, both heels are going to go up and lower. This is for calves. You know, I like calves. They help with our vascular system, and they help with balance, and they help with knee health. So go up, and ankle health. Good. And what we're cueing is each toe has its own weight. You're not letting the ankle kick out to the side, which is called inversion. Each toe head has equal weight. 4, 3, 2. Now we are going to add holding on to something, either a foam roller or a wall, and do 10 calf raises on one side. It's really a good idea to make sure that each of your legs are getting their own work so that one's not always taking over. Usually one leg's about 10% stronger. Now we're going to do 10 on the other leg, so wrap that foot. Nice. And now legs face me. This is a balance. You're going to kick forward to 45 degrees. Now the same leg does an inner thigh cross. Same leg forward, same leg inner thigh. 2, 2, 3. Now we're going to change the arms. 3. Forward arms. 4. Out arms. 4. 5. Now a challenge could be 5 to try not to touch anything. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Higher is another challenge. 9, 9, 10, 10. Other leg. So it's going to be a 45-degree angle and then an inner thigh cross. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Now this challenge is going to be to the rear, so take one leg behind you. Now you're going to keep going to a comfortable challenge. Parallel would be the hardest. Now when you're there, hold your body, but then bend the top knee like you're doing a hamstring curl in the air, and then straighten it. 10 times. Bend the knee, straighten, bend, straighten. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower that foot. Inhale. Good job. Go to the other leg. Take it behind you. You're heading towards parallel. Hips are square. Now hold for just a moment. When you're ready, you're going to bend the top knee, hamstring curl, like you're trying to get your heel close to your tush. 3, 4, keep breathing, keep reaching. 5, with your arms reaching. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that was single leg balance. Now the next single leg exercise is to take a squat. Heels are underneath your hips roughly, knees in line with your second toe. This is your base move. If you would like to add on, your left foot lifts, your left ankle, goes to your right thigh and hold a static balance. 10, isometric. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep going. 4, 3, 2, now lower the other foot. You're in the same squat, but you lift up. Each leg is getting its own attention. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're adding on both feet down. Now, hands here and just take 5 squats. Now, your low is maybe different than your neighbor's. It doesn't matter. You're listening to your body. Okay, that's the move. Now we try it with one foot. What may end up happening is you just have to dab every now and then, but for now, hover, bend your one knee. I'm doing right, so do that. Bend and straighten. Now we're doing it slower because I want you to have that time to edit. If your knee feels like it's not tracking as you want it to, we want it to track in the second toe alignment and middle hip alignment, not collapse inward as the tendency for females because our hips are wider than our knees. Touch that muscle if it's not firing. That VMO needs to know it's supposed to track the patella. That muscle, that teardrop. Okay, that was 5. Can you keep going? 6, same leg. 7, and even if it's an inch, even if it's a long-legged balance, it doesn't matter. You're doing great. Your focus is getting each leg individual attention. Now, you may feel like you need to just shake it out. If you find that your neck was tense just then, or your shoulders, then that's a good cue for the next set to let those muscles relax. Okay, here we go on the other set. Hips level. Hover the foot that you just worked. Bend the knee. And you're in control, but you know roughly what did you do with 2 feet? What's that angle that you could do with 1? Sometimes one leg feels less coordinated, like when you write with your left hand, but you can even that stuff out with practice. Knee traction, that knee muscle, that VMO. You say, hey, I need you to help me track my kneecap in the second toe alignment so my knee doesn't collapse in or out. Good. Now, we tried 10, but you know your body. Really good. All right, arms up. Inhale, exhale, the hands go to the floor. If you would like, you can go to a plank, an up dog, and then a down dog. But if you need to just go into down dog, do that. And hold a normal down dog for a moment. Just shake out any tension in your body, your neck. We're going to take articulation. So you're going to lift your heels, articulate your lumbar spine. Go inhale, tuck your chin, and exhale. Lift your heels, articulate. Up dog, tuck. Lift your heels, articulate. Tuck. Good. And stretch out your back. Low back, middle back, upper back, while strengthening your arms. You can visualize a snake or a rope that you snap on one end while someone else is holding the other, and it undulates. You can visualize a wave. Two more. And then rest any way you want. I am also going to grab a simple tea. If you would like a drink, take one. We're trying 8 ounces a class. And then shift down to a forearm plank with your elbows underneath your shoulders. Hold here. Now, at this moment, you're fine. If you would like to add a little different variation, drop your left hip a little and then drop your right hip a little, just rotating the pelvis as if there were water underneath your hips, and you just touch your left hip in the water a little, then you're right. You're barely rotating, but you're going to feel some obliques. 4, knees long. 3, 2, 1. Now try a side plank. Hand at your head. I'm going to double my mat. Hand at your head like your elbow. Rotate is a triangle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the other side. Make sure if you need to double it like I do, go ahead and then hand at your head like a triangle, rotate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then rest on your pelvis. Either do a bound angle as a modification or reverse plank. Reverse plank is long knees. Another modification would be reverse table. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a seat and hold your hands like you're just they're interlaced, and circle them, maybe 5 each way. And get those carpals stretched. Arms open after that, and up and over. You're gonna like this stretch. 8, up and over. Now we're gonna add on some cues. Keep the toes pulled back if you'd like a little bonus hamstring length, and strength for your shins, which we know helps the back. And we know it helps prevent shuffling. Keep the opposite hip down. So when you're reaching right, your left hip's down. Now we're gonna do one more and then hold it for a bit. So I like to just put my forearm down. If you can reach, go for it. I also am encouraging you to find some rotations that serve your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, come up and over to the other side. Forearm can be down, opposite hip can be down. Breathe into that rib cage. 5, 4, lengthen your elbow. If you can, yeah, nice. See if you feel that more, Shireen. 2, inhale, and then come back up. I'm gonna have you grab one more sip, and then we're gonna go down and do some supine abs. Use your abdominals to control a 10 count. 9, 8, squeeze your knees together. 2, 7, and then your legs can get longer. 6, 5, 4, 3, hands behind your head, lift up your legs and add 50. So if you need to break this up, but 50 crisscrosses. If you need to break it up, break it up. Every 10, pull your toes into a different position. So now you could lead with your heels. Now lead with your toes. Now toes pull back. Now lead with your toes. And let's do another set of heels pull back. 10. Now let your head rest and hold on to your feet, but let your knees be wide so it's like a little butterfly stretch. Now take your feet on the floor, curl up 5 times in a normal bridge. We're going to add on to this 2, 3, 4. Now the option is to lift up both heels and keep all your toes weighted equally as you go up and down 10 more times, heels in the air. Now stay up and add a little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower down. Take a hand to each foot. Take a happy baby pose. Now take your legs up to a long position, vertical. Your hands are behind your head. Now this time we're going to rotate with your legs long. So it's like you're a pair of scissors. 3, 4, and you notice I'm deliberately slowing it down for a different challenge on the muscles. 7, 8, 9, pull your toes back on this next set of 10. 10, 9, and can you feel a hamstring stretch each time? 4, belly in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now point for 10, and you can see I'm deliberately slowing it down for a different challenge. If you need to rest, please do. Just changing things up. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now flex for 10. This is the 40th set. Then we're going to go to 50. You're doing great. Try another set of point 10. Rest if you need. 9. Come back when you can. Inhale. And then relax. Now both hands are around your shins, and you can hug your legs in, but you can also rock here, either right or left, right and left, or in a circle, or like me, both. Now you're going to go back into bridge pose, but I wanted to offer that if you would like to use your foam roller, you can use that. If you don't have one or you don't want to use it, you can certainly do this on the floor. We did wake up the hamstrings with our floor already bridges, so an option is to add on with the foam roller if you have it. And it's okay if you don't or you don't want to use it, because it all works. You're going to curl up and down with the foam roller. 5, 4, breathe in. 2. Now stay up, and there's just going to be a little 1-inch pulse here. 10 times. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now hold, let your knees touch while you're up in the air. 10 little pulses here in internal rotation. Now you're going to open up your knees a little wider than your heels and do 10 little pulses here. Now make sure your low back isn't more lordotic than usual. Tuck your ribs, pull your pubic bone up. Now your knees are in neutral, the feet can be closer together. Lift up your right leg. Now drop your hips and lift up. You only have one leg doing this. You're either on the roller or you're on the floor. 5, point your other toes down for more work. Now you're going to let your right foot down and you're going to lift your left leg up, point the right toes down towards the foam roller as you do this for more work. Another way to make it harder is to have the heel closer to your booty. Now let that foot go back on the roller. Either stay, or if you have a roller, push it in and out the length of your foot. 10 times. 9, 8, 7, 6, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower. Now, we're gonna take happy baby for a moment, hands to feet, and pull down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, feet back on the roller, but push it out and make your calf ankle on the roller. Now, this is a longer movement with your knee. I still have a bend in it, and try lifting up your hips 10 times. 2, knee soft. Make sure they're not backwards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now stay up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower. Now go up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And go up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Now the arms are going to go overhead. You're going to inhale, exhale, arms reach forward, peel the spine off the mat and go over. Then inhale, you come down. Now if that doesn't serve you, you can do a 30-degree crunch as one option, a basic crunch, or you could start at the top of this roll down and do a partial roll down so that you don't have to pick up from the hardest point, which is the floor. So that would be a way to modify. Inhale, see if you can feel that you're evenly rolling down. Now to add on, you can bend your knees. When your body goes back, you bend your knees, and then you exhale and you lengthen your legs. You bend your knees, and you lengthen. You bend your knees, and you lengthen. Now, when you're up this time, you're gonna start with your knees bent. Now stretch out the legs as you go down, 4 of these, and crunch everything together. 3, 2, and 1. Now take a full body stretch, and then if you can, roll up to a teaser and hold. If not, just use your leg to help you up, but otherwise hold teaser, hold. 10, 5, 2, and recover. Grab a sip. We're going to do some swans with our foam roller. If you do not want to use your foam roller, they will work on the floor. I like to mix it up for us. And you can get a little more challenge with the foam roller. Good girls, that's awesome. Drinking water, drinking tea. All right, elbows are long, arms on. Now inhale, lift. And lift. And inhale, lift. And up. Good. You've got this sort of, you're knifing down, your arms are long, you inhale up. Stay up. The next time you're there, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Exhale, lower. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, come up. 10, and lower. 1 more time. Come up. 10, and lower. Now this time we don't use the foam roller. We're going to put our hands at our low back. Interlace them if you can. If not, just let them be beside your hips. Come up and breathe. Relax and switch your hands and come up and breathe. And then hands to your ankles and breathe. Now relax and do that one again, or your other knee. Come up, breathe. And relax. Push back and add a toe under child pose if you would like a foot stretch. You can push the hands into the floor and get those feet a little stretched. Then we're going to take some push-ups. You can take them square, you can take them on a wall, you can take them on your knees modified or on your toes. So find a place that serves you, bend the elbows and straighten. Inhale and exhale. You can even mix up the way you're doing it. 4, 5, good. 6, that's it, good. 7, nice, Cheryl. 8, 9, take 5 more. Now, relax. I'm going to offer a stretch. Interlace fingers is one. Child's pose is one. And this is sort of an informal, just a little release. We're going to do one more set of 10 to 15. Monitor your challenge level and your form. And when you're ready, do a second set of 15. Wall. I made you do a squat, didn't I, Cheryl, by getting on the floor again? Should have cued it. Here we go, bend, push, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now up to 5 more, but of course you can modify to finish out. And then I'm going to offer a release of an interlaced finger position behind your back, or a child's pose bending your elbows. Excellent. Shireen. Inhale. Breathe. And then we're going to come up to our shins. So I like, in fact, I've been using my blanket as this. I like a padding, but you're going to come up to your shins. A little, make sure your knees are soft, basically. 1 foot out. Fingertips, yaw. Go away from that leg. 1, 2. Kneeling obliques. 3. You're in a toaster slot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be feeling some work. 9. Now we're going to do 10 with rotation. Dip, rotate, dip, and rotate. And Cheryl, these rotations are towards your top leg as opposed to towards the floor. There is a variation where you go towards the floor. We're just gonna go towards your long knee. So rotate, you're facing me, then you're rotating towards your long knee. Now we're gonna add on, go to a place that feels like a challenge. Away from your long knee, face me, and 10 little pulses. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should feel like work. 6, 7. Now put your hand down, your legs long, your other leg, arm is up, over, hold. Good. Breathe, lift. Inhale, come up, keep the legs the same, just go to your other leg and go up and over. Again, you can rotate here if you would like. Inhale, yeah, 5. Good, 4. Perfect, and then switch your legs. Good. I have a better view of you now, Cheryl. I can see you were doing it just like we were always cueing. So now it's the other side, and it's this. The first set is just lateral flexion. 3. Good. Your leg's long. Your other knee is protected. It doesn't hurt on the floor, or you are padding it up if you need to. 6, 7, 8. Now with the second set of 10, we added rotation. You dip, rotate, dip, rotate. Now we did a bonus. Find a place that's kind of hard out there. Feels like you're hanging out in space. Do 10 little pulses. 10. You should feel your abs more than your back. Rib tuck if you feel your back. Now the hand that's close to the floor, let it down. It could even just be fingertips. Reach your top arm up and back. Reach your top foot back a little bit and stretch up. Push through your hip. Push through your chest. Breathe low. Looks good. What a good line. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Now up and over. I have an image of lifting over a gate or a fence. Find your rotations that serve you. Inhale. And then exhale to come back. Sip if you would like, and we'll come to a side plank. This round will be on your forearms, and then I'll make an offer of something else. So I'm gonna take an elbow plank, forearm, side. Now this is for 10. If you would like to add on, that top foot could go on your calf or your inner thigh, and add another side plank, same leg, same arm, but with a tree. Now inhale, and as you exhale, lower with care, and let's go to the other side. So you have a side plank, normal forearm, feet stacked is harder than feet staggered. Now, that's right, Betty, you got it. Now the other foot can come up, tree. Now we're gonna take another inhale. Exhale, lower. Now on this one, I'm gonna offer a side plank with the hand or forearm, you choose, because I wanna offer that we go into Madrasana. So you can do what you need. Side plank your way, the top foot goes back, and lift up. I think there was a fast food commercial years ago that said something, something your way, only we're doing the healthy kind of your way. So foot pushing, heart lifting, side plank your way. Inhale. Now on the exhale, lower your hips. We're gonna go to the other side. Side plank your way, hand or forearm is what I mean. You do a side plank, and then you add on the Madrasana is a foot back. Have fear. You got it. So whatever you're doing, you're committed to it. You're pushing, you're strong, you're lifting. You notice the posture becomes more expressed as you're there, like your hips can lift. Inhale and lower. Now you're on your booty. You can take a hand to each foot or ankle, and then you could stretch out and shoulders down. Okay. Yep, I'll try grabbing my toes with my socks on. Nice. Will the legs go wider? Will they go wider? Nice. See if you feel an inner thigh stretch. Go wider. Inhale. Woo! Let those legs down. Perfect. Now let them down, but kind of like a little wider than your shoulders. This is called the saw. Rotate and then saw off your toe. And what I mean is your pinky on your hand goes to the pinky on your foot. Rotate. One more. Now arms open, rotate and look over your shoulder and just hold. Just hold 10. You can pull your toes back if you want. 8. Open up your arms, rotate. Really good. Come back, one bound angle, and just hold 10. Now I like to also use my elbows on the thighs or something to help me just a little bit. All right, grab a sip. And I'm gonna make an offer in this one. It's gonna be tricep dips. If they just don't work for you and you'd rather do push-ups again on the wall or a square push-up, you can. The hands are behind and we go up. Now what you can do is leave it here with your feet down or lengthen your left leg out and then you bend your elbows and you straighten your hips and your elbows at the same time. 2, do lift your hips though. 3, 4, now 5 on the other side, lengthen your leg, and then 5 if you're adding on. 4, 3, 2, bonus 5 more or take a bound angle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the legs can be any way you want. One arm's going to go forward and you're going to pull your your fingers down. Good. Inhale. So mix up the forearms with the hands. I don't want us to totally avoid our wrists. I want them strong in case you do fall and just to have that bone density that we need. But it's okay if it hurts you and it feels too stressful, do your forearms. Something's better than nothing. So try the other. So just know I'm mixing it up and you need to listen to your body. But a little bit of on the hands is good for the bone density there. And you probably notice it's harder to open jars, that kind of thing. So we're trying to keep these muscles healthy. Palms here, lower. Now it's kind of like you're in a prayer pose, but your hands do separate and that's a stretch for your hands and forearms. One more little hand stretch. They do so much for us, thumb to finger. Now it's like you're a goggle and you flip your 3 fingers on the bottom of your jaw and try to circle your eye orbit with your thumb and your first finger. Your elbows reach up. You can even feel a little side stretch on this. 5, 4, ulnar nerve. 3, needs that help. Good. 2, inhale. And then lower till you're on your side. Now you can be on a pillow and you're going to do a little it's called développé, you're gonna reach that leg up. So what we're doing here is trying to encourage some flexibility in the joint, in the leg. Reach up as high as you can. And also some strength in that hip, because this is another area that people tend to get bone density loss. Not us, because we're all eating bone broth and we're doing our exercises. Now go the other way, go up. Bone broth, chicken feet broth is another big, nice source of cartilage and collagen. Go up, and all the minerals that keep us healthy. 5, 6, and it has a natural matrix of our bones, better than a supplement, because it's in that's the way it was in nature too, and not isolated in a bottle. Now take that leg up and hold it. Now this is more flexibility, so just try to pull that into a place that feels like a fabulous stretch. Your arm helps you, your knee gets long, and you just want to feel a big fat stretch. You can even use a Pilates ring if you want. And Karen, if you need to, you can even hold that knee bent. As long as you're getting a stretch, inhale. Now you're going to lower that leg. The bottom leg is going to go up and down with a point. So point, 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 10 times, as high as you can, belly in. Now flex 10 times. So we're working the ankles for balance. Also, there's lymph nodes in your in this area, the lymph in the inguinal crease, so that we can use our natural immunity that has no side effects. We're going to go to the other side. That top leg goes up. Now this leg is développé. You reach it, 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 reach it. Now there's a tiny bit of tone in your abs, just so your low back doesn't take over. It's not a lot, like 5%. Your neck is not toned, your neck is soft. Breathe in. Now what's going to happen is the reverse. You'll go up as high as you can, go up as high as you can. Breathe in. 4, 5, 6, and notice your range of motion, how wonderful that is. 8, 9, and how you can move that foot and ankle. 10. Now catch your something, your leg, your calf, your foot, and just feel a stretch. It can even be, yeah, that's really good. Breathe. In. Isn't that feeling good? Inhale. Lower your leg. Take your bottom leg, point it, and go up and down 10 times. Pumping lymph in the area for our fighter cells to be naturally working. Exercise pumps that lymph. Pull your toes and do the other. Now we're working the muscles that prevent shuffling and inner thighs for strength and stability, bone density. And now we're going to go to our belly. So this is going to be a swan that is dynamic. You're going to go up without your hands, and then let your hands help you. So we want our upper back to be our focus. Now we lower the upper back and we lift up both legs, hamstrings and glutes. Lower your legs, lift your upper body. So we know upper body strengthening is important for bone density, which is the upper back neck area is the top area for people to lose bone density, and we're strengthening it. Also, these muscles are forward all the time. They need help to get strong in the reverse, so we don't get rounded upper back and rounded shoulders. Legs up. Inhale. We know that strong glutes help the back. So when we lift these legs, we're strengthening our glutes. And we're going to hold a swan for 10. The elbows are pointed down. The neck is easy. If it's too high for you, just go to your forearms. Karen, shoulder blades down the back. Let me just see if it's my perspective or if it's there. Yeah. 5. Good. 4. Neck is easy. 3, 2. Lower back down. Now this is breaststroke. So pretend that you're going swimming. Your arms go wide, and then you lift up your back like you're actually coming up for air. You lift your back like you're coming up for air. Hold it up again. 10. All right. Now we're gonna go to a child pose. Your choice. It could be toes under, it could be bend your elbows, pat yourself on the back. Grab a sip. So maybe you're close to 8 ounces of having had 8 ounces of liquid. Or up to 12, 8 to 12, somewhere in there's our goal per class. Forearms down. And you're gonna hold a plank. Now the option here is to shift forward to your toes and then go back to your heels. And if that doesn't serve you, just stay in a normal plank. 10 more, 9, 8 more, 6. Now we're gonna go to the other side. Sorry, not the other side, side plank. Now this time it's gonna be paint a rainbow. These are some of my favorite side planks. Feet stacked is harder than feet staggered, so choose yours. 1, 2, 3, and you're lifting your hips. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, good. 9, 10. Now we're gonna go to the other side. That was great. Let your elbow down or your hand, your choice. Take your feet stacked if you want it harder, staggered if you want a little bit of help. Go up and over. I like to exhale on the over. You might even think about, oh, maybe my fingers can touch the floor. 5, 6, lateral flexion is so good for the spine. 7, 8, and the shoulder stretch. 9, 10, really good. Now go to the other side. I want to add on 5 arm circles each way to these side planks. I love the stuff that opens up our shoulders. Feet together, so you're going to go up first, then your arm, enjoy. The biggest circle you can, 5 ways. 5 each way. Breathe in, and go the other way. Behind you is a really big stretch. So you see I'm slowing down on that to milk that area. And now that should feel great. Also, there's lymph nodes right here in the armpit, so we're pumping lymph. And elbow down. All right, you're gonna take the 5 big circles. 2, 3. Now as big as you can, enjoy. I'm gonna milk that back part. So go 5, 4, looking good. Look, Betty, that looks great. All right, guys. Have a seat when you're ready. Now, the feet can be any way you want. On the rack pose, I actually like them straight ahead because the arms are so far back that it helps counteract that weight. Now, soften both elbows and then lift through your heart. Breathe in. The rack posture. You're not really heavy on your arms like you would be in reverse plank. You're just using the hands to have a place for your shoulders to stay in a stretch behind you. As they wake up, you might even put your hands closer from the arm bone, not from the wrist, so from the arm bone, the humerus. Lift your heart, lift your heart, lift your heart. Make sure your elbows don't hurt. If they do, they need to soften more. Really good. Now we're gonna put I like a pillow underneath my head on some of these, so if you want, you can put that down. Right ankle to left thigh, reach your hand through. Now, you can move the ankle in circles. We really want to encourage some ankle mobility and even toes, point and flex. Spread the toes. Can you see space between all of your toes? That's going to help us with balance. It's going to help us with our back. It's going to help us line up the bones of our body if we have healthy, active arches. So we don't get this uneven wear and tear. The arches are little trampolines for lining up the rest of our bones at the foundation. We want our foundation good. Try the other ankle to thigh. Reach your hands through the window. You can move an ankle, the ankles forward and back, circles, spread the toes. You want to be aware of your shins. Those are important muscles for the back and for not shuffling and balance. You want to be aware of the calves. Those are important for getting blood flow back up so we don't get pooled fluid in our heels or ankles. Going up hills, balance, going down hills. And we're gonna take a back stretch this time, so let your left leg be really long and take your right knee over. Your left hand can act like a paperweight and your right arm's out. Now we've done a lot of shoulder circles, but if you know you run tight in the shoulders and you want some more, do some more shoulder circles. If you have found that you're in a nice stretch here with your palm out and up, go ahead, just find what you need. Take the other side, leg long, knee over. You notice I held it a little longer. This is such a great stretch because it gets a lot more areas than just what it's called. It's called spinal twist, but it gets your chest, it gets your shoulders. That's what we need so much to prevent rounded shoulders. It gets your upper back, which is so important to prevent rounded upper back. It gets your lower back and it gets your hip. This is one of my favorites. If you just have a little bit of time, the hip opener is another great one we can all benefit from. If one of your sides is tighter and you notice it right away, you can always do a little bit more on that one side. I want the class to be good for you, your body, your needs. Now we're going to be putting our tush, our sacrum, on a block if you have it. If you prefer not to, you don't have to. I'm also going to offer legs up because of the great vascular benefit and the blood flow to thyroid, the head. The head doesn't get as much blood flow as the rest of the brain doesn't get as much blood flow as the rest of the organs, and it needs more. So we're putting ourselves in a little bit of a semi-inversion. And just be allowing of the natural wellness that is yours, natural radiance and vibration, help restore and replenish. Just bathe in that sense of peace. When you're ready, you can remove the block and you can slowly make your way up towards a seated position and lift up through your spine. And then let your hands go to your heart, which is a way your body can connect that you are taking a moment for you. There's nothing in the past, there's nothing in the future, just right now, feeling appreciative of that breathing, of that feeling that exercise gives our body, that natural hormonal cocktail of wellness, of ease and flow, calm and strength. That's where all the good ideas come from, in this calm place of the brain, in the spirit. So we'll just make it an intention. A segment intention is where we set the energy for the next couple hours of our day as we move through the day, especially for interacting with other people, that I'm going to stay connected to this sense of peace, calm, and high wellness that is naturally mine. I'm going to stay as connected to that as I can. If I start to deviate, I'm going to remember that my peace and wellness is my utmost priority. So I can always come back to breathing and recapturing that sense of peace and wellness that is mine whenever I need it. And with so much appreciation, come into the room, and thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. With so much appreciation. Thanks. See you tomorrow if anybody can come. If not, I'll see you Monday. Bye.